Scott, day one of pre-season done. How did you feel today? How did it go?
Yeah, I think it went really well. Feeling good. All the lads came back in really good shape, and it was a pretty tough, intense session for day one, and everyone pulled through really well. And I was really surprised by the quality. The quality was really, really good, and everyone seems to be getting on, and there's a good atmosphere around the place. So I think it's been a great start.
A couple of meetings before you headed out onto the grass. What was the kind of main message from the coaching staff ahead of the new season?
I think the main message is that it's a fresh start. Obviously the club has had a difficult couple of years or a few years, and but that's gone now. We're at a new facility. There's fresh faces in terms of players and coaching staff, and everyone's here to move forward. Forget about what's been and gone. I think it's important to address those issues, but we move on from it. We're at a new facility, like I say, fresh faces, and we're all looking forward in a positive direction.
You're one of the fresh faces, of course, but quite a few familiar faces as far as you're concerned. Can you tell us about some of the players that obviously you've worked with previously and how much that's helped you settle in, I guess?
Yeah, it's been very easy. Obviously Ollie's been here for 2 years. I played volley at Wellington previous. He's in his third year now. Nico as well was here last year. I played with Nico for 2 years, and obviously joining as well with Suts, both coming together, has made it very easy. Played with tags, played against a lot of the players, multiple times, Riz, Walesy and Callum Timmins and most of the squad. So, it does feel it's been very easy. Brandon O'Neill as well. So, they seem a great bunch of boys, and one I'm really looking forward to getting involved with the squad.
And just finally, Scott, in terms of your own ambitions, I guess, for yourself and for the team this year, what are you looking to achieve?
I think we're just looking to be competitive. We'll keep our own ambitions sort of in-house. But I think the message is that we want to be climbing the table. We don't want to be near the bottom. We feel we've got a good enough team and squad to be competitive at the top end of the league, and as long as we put that together, and I don't feel like we've got any excuses, moving forward now this season, and we want to be ambitious, and like I say, we're looking forward to it.
And we know that pre-season can be very long, of course, in Australia and New Zealand, but 2 big games coming up in quick succession towards the end of the month. I guess interesting one for you against Wellington in the Cup, and then Milan after that at HBF Park. How much are you looking forward to those 2 games? Yeah,
2 great games. I'm sure Wellington will be delighted. They drew away to Perth in the FFA Cup. But yeah, it's always nice to play against your former clubs, so that'll be good to see a few familiar faces. But I think it's important for both of those clubs pre-season. I know that firsthand being at Wellington, that you progress in the cup and you have a cup run. Those competitive games are huge for the slightly isolated clubs. So we're going to go into that game fully focused on winning and getting through. And then I think a great fixture in AC Milan. It's not every year or every pre-season, no matter where you're playing, that you get to play against a team of the calibre of AC Milan. With the history that they've got. So yeah, that's coming up at the end of the month, and that's something we're striving towards in these early weeks in pre-season.
Perfect.